Welcome, story lovers, to a tale from the mystical heart of America. Deep in the Ozarks, nestled in a place we know as Shoals, Arkansas, there once was a town unlike any other. This wasn't just any town. It was a sanctuary where trolls, gremlins, and fairies lived side by side in perfect harmony. The trolls, with their incredible strength, were the guardians of nature, their hands shaping the very earth. The Gremlins, clever and quick-witted, were masters of technology, their minds always buzzing with new inventions. And the fairies, with their ethereal beauty, wove magic into the fabric of everyday life. Each group had its part to play, their combined talents keeping the town in a delicate, beautiful balance. One fine day, a group of trolls decided the town needed a new bridge over the shimmering river that wound its way through their home. With mighty heaves, they moved giant boulders into place, their powerful hands carving breathtaking designs into massive logs of wood. They worked day and night, their hearts filled with pride. The Gremlins, never ones to stand by, saw an opportunity to help. They brought out their ingenious tools and curious gadgets, streamlining the construction process and making the trolls' work even more precise. Their clicks, whirs, and beeps became the rhythm of progress. Not to be outdone, the fairies fluttered around the construction site, their magic sparkling in the air. They blessed the wood and stone, weaving spells of safety and durability into the bridge, ensuring it would stand strong and protect all who crossed it for generations to come. It was a masterpiece of cooperation, a symbol of their unity. Just as the final touches were being put on their magnificent creation, strangers arrived in Shoals. They were humans, drawn by whispers and legends of the magical creatures who lived there. At first, they watched in awe, completely mesmerized by the sight of trolls, gremlins, and fairies working together in such perfect sync. They couldn't believe their eyes. But soon, that awe curdled into something darker, envy. They coveted the bridge's unique design, its blend of raw power, intricate technology, and ethereal magic. They didn't want to admire it. They wanted to own it. And so, under the cover of night, they hatched a plan. The fairies, with their keen senses, felt a shadow of ill intent fall over the town. They tried to sound the alarm to warn their friends of the looming danger. But it was too late. The humans had already crept in, stolen the precious blueprints, and vanished into the darkness. When morning came, the theft was discovered. A wave of outrage washed over the trolls and gremlins. Their shared creation, their symbol of unity, had been defiled. Justice had to be served. Led by the fiercest troll, the mighty Thorgrim, and the most cunning gremlin, the brilliant Gizmo, a pursuit party was formed. They would not let this stand. The chase led them deep into the whispering woods that bordered their town. The humans thought they were clever, that they could hide in the dense forest. But they didn't count on Gizmo. Using his incredible tracking devices, he pinpointed their location with ease. And they certainly didn't count on Thorgrim, whose brute strength cleared paths through the thickest undergrowth as if it were mere grass. They finally cornered the thieves by a rushing riverbank. Thorgrim's voice boomed like thunder, demanding the return of what was rightfully theirs. The humans, startled and scared, realized they were trapped. They tried to bargain, offering piles of gold and glittering jewels in exchange for the bridge's secrets. But the creatures of Shoals just scoffed. What was gold to a troll who could shape mountains? What were jewels to a gremlin who could build wonders? What was earthly wealth to a fairy who commanded magic? Their pride, their harmony, their home, these were the things they treasured. These were not for sale. They refused the offer, and the battle began. The humans brought out their modern weapons, the sharp crack of their guns echoing through the peaceful forest. For a moment, the trolls and gremlins were pushed back, overwhelmed by this unfamiliar assault. But the fight was far from over. The fairies rose into the air, their wings beating a furious rhythm. They summoned the power of the sky, conjuring a sudden, violent storm. Wind howled and rain lashed down, knocking the humans off their feet, their weapons slipping from their grasp. This was the opening the others needed. The trolls charged, gremlins deployed their disorienting gadgets, and the tide of the battle turned decisively. In the end, the outsiders were defeated, their greed their own undoing. The stolen blueprints were recovered, and the bridge's design was safe once more. Back in Shoals, a great celebration was held. The victory wasn't just about a bridge. It was about their bond. They renewed their vow to protect each other and their magical town from any threat forever. And so Shoals remained a hidden jewel, a peaceful haven where trolls, gremlins, and fairies continued to live, work, and thrive together, their unique blend of strength, ingenuity, and magic a lesson for all. Thanks for listening to our story today. If you enjoyed this journey into a magical world, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more tailies. See you next time.